Hi Pisces, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your mid-May 2025 love reading. Thank you to those of you who have liked, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. Those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, it's what I call the bridge and a gap spread. And the way it works is we'll look at the past, present, future energies between you and your main love interest. We'll also pull some oracle cards to help bridge the gap. As far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot, on the right side we have the Romantic Tarot. And also keep in mind it's a general reading, so while I'm going to be your friends, and the card to the left is your energy, and the card to the right is the other person's. If you feel it's the way around in your situation, then definitely trust that. Alright, so with all that out of the way, we'll get started. Past energy on your side, we have Power. This is the equivalent of the Emperor in traditional tarot. And if we look at the artwork here, I feel like this is saying really, in the past you viewed this person as the potential to make a power couple with you. So you might have viewed him as an equal in a lot of ways. And that could have been what was holding your interest with this person in the past. Past energy on their side, we have the Nine of Swords. So to me, this says they might have just had a lot going on in the past. With the Nine of Swords, really this figure in the background stands out. It looks like they're looking over at this couple over there. So could just be saying that it's one of those things where they might have had so many things going on in the past in their lives that they couldn't really give much focus to their relationships. But I feel like every now and again they'd see these couples, these happy couples, and they'd wonder to themselves, like, okay, actually, would there be a way that I'd be able to fit something like that into my life as well? Present energy on your side, we have the Three of Staves. So this is Aries energy here. And to me, this says that ultimately, I feel like this is you saying that you feel like you've put in your fair share of work as far as getting the connection off the ground goes, and you want to see this person do their fair share as well, right? So, there's nothing that really clearly says that you have put work toward it. So maybe if you're not even saying with that person in particular, if you just feel like you've done the work spiritually, right, things along those lines, to where you're like, okay, now I'm ready for someone to meet me where I'm at. That could be the energy that you're embracing right now. Present energy on their side, we have the Five of Pentacles. So if we look at the artwork here, it looks like there's a much lighter, playful energy here, right? So it could just be saying that now maybe they're finally coming out of that time where they might have just been feeling overwhelmed, and now because of that, they might be feeling more like themselves, more able to just embrace a lighter, playful energy. And I feel like they'll be wanting to share that energy with you. All right, future energy on your side, we have the Princess of Cups. So this is the equivalent of the Page of Cups. And what I see with this, if you look at the artwork, right, we see the facial expression doesn't look all that happy, right? See the back turned. We see the waves in the background, which could represent like rocky emotions. And what I'm seeing with this could just be saying that I feel like your feelings for this person are still there, but it's just where you feel like you're not sure if this person's going to show up the way you want them to. Future energy on their side, we have Fortune. So this is the equivalent to the Wheel of Fortune traditional tarot, which is Jupiter energy. And what I'm seeing with this, to me, it just says that this person seems to think that now the timing is right. So it could just be one of those things where the timing between the two of you is off, because in the past it looks like you were fully ready to go, right? You saw the potential, whereas this person had other things going on. And now it looks like as they're slowly getting there to where they're like, okay, yeah, I could totally see this connection moving in the right direction. It looks like you could be losing faith around that same time. So it could just be one of those things where you guys just had some timing that was off. But this makes me think of the fact that Jupiter will be moving into Cancer, which is your fifth house. So over the summer, it'll be doing that. So, well, in the northern hemisphere, I should say. So yeah, to me, that ultimately says that that could be improving your romantic lives at that time too. All right, bottom of the deck on your side, we have Illusion. So this is the equivalent of the moon in traditional tarot. So yeah, this could just be saying that you might just lack a little bit of clarity around the situation at this time. So, and also because of that, I would say be on the lookout for these lunar cycles that are coming up over the next month or so to help you get some clarity. And bottom of the deck on their side, we have the Page of Cups. So yeah, so ultimately this is what I'm seeing, right? Where this person, well, funny enough, you have that in the future on your side. But yeah, it could just be one of those things where it seemed like they just weren't in the headspace to actually even be really giving a lot of energy to romantic thoughts in the past. And now it looks like they're finally, like I said, coming out of whatever situation they had going on. Like I said, it just looks like they had a lot of things going on in their lives to where they couldn't give much energy to their love lives. And now they could be coming out of that energy, but the irony is you might not take them seriously when they do so. So that could be a bit of a mismatch there. See what the Oracle cards add to the mix. First, we'll see what we get from Messages of Oracle card deck. I'm going to give this a few shuffles. Okay, and I'll take this card. And next, I'll do the same thing with the Wisdom Oracle deck. So I'll give this a few shuffles. Alright, well, it's a little messy, but let's take this card here. And we'll take a look at that Messages of Love card first. Alright, we have Chemistry. It says the attraction you feel is mutual. So yeah, so like I said, to me this seems to emphasize what I was picking up on, which is just seemed to be more of a timing thing for this person. So like I said, it seems like in the past you were all in, right, ready to go. But it just looked like they had some other things going on. And I feel like even in the present, you'll start to see that energy is shifting and how they are able to give more to the connection. But it seems like you just might have some doubts. But yeah, we'll see what the Wisdom Oracle adds to the mix. Alright, we have Mending. There's the artwork. The number is 52. So yeah, could just be one of those things. Like I said, the timing could have been off for a while, and now that it's getting back on track, you guys can see improvement there. But we'll see what the message says in the book. All right, the relationship message says you've come to a place where forgiveness is necessary if you are to move forward. Separate or together, you and the other person are still experiencing the effects of a hurt that is impacting everything you do, even if you're not aware of it. The energy needs to clear. What must you do to bridge this gap? Closing your heart is not the answer. You have the power to heal this wound. Ask yourself, what would love do? Only good will come of forgiveness and an honest redress. So yeah, like I said, it definitely just seems like it was more of a timing issue between the two of you that seems to be improving as time goes on. But like I said, it looks like you might be losing a little bit of faith as to whether it's actually going to happen. But from what I'm seeing, it looks like it will. So whatever resonates for you guys, we'll wrap up there, and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.